You
All
do the
right.
intro.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
This is the Oasis, joined by the Tropic Umbreon and Swagger Boy, and we are going to be playing Minecraft as we talk about some weird shit.
Yeah, because the only reason why we're playing Minecraft is because we can't play a game without getting angry about the game.
Yeah, fucking mushrooms. So
Alright, yeah, that's gonna be a great start, huh, Miguel?
yeah,
You just...
fucking yeah. So the pod the episode we did yesterday was complete shit.
Garbage,
So
yeah.
Sam decided to scrap it,
Well, no,
and
I
we're
still have it
doing.
uploaded. I'm just gonna call it not really a podcast.
Yeah. I mean, it was just us screaming over Rainbow and just saying fucking
Was it
unfunny memes.
was it fucking Rainbow? Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
was Rainbow. I thought it was Destiny 2. I was like, it wasn't Rainbow, and then I'm like, oh yeah, never mind.
wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
All right.
This isn't the bees. This is the bathtub. This is still gonna be us saying unfunny memes.
So do you want to go on a topic or do you just want to do it
You
naturally?
know what? Yeah, we had this idea. Okay, so Miguel, we had this conversation a while ago, and it was about children's cartoons, right? You remember this conversation? This is at like 1 in the morning, and like I think this was when I was still taking my medication, and I remember just like laughing so hard about children cartoons.
Oh yeah, because like Steven Universe and like mostly all like recent shows are just trying to be progressive and they're trying to press with like new like LGBTQ morals. Like Steven Universe is basically just mostly fat, black, lesbian, or something in between
They're
characters.
women of color. They're literally women of color.
Basically, like Connie's black, Pearl is lesbian, Greg is his own entity, and
Like I think every gem is lesbian though, aren't they?
yeah, because like Ruby and Sapphire, that's like
That's the embodiment of
the
gay.
the embodiment of the LGBTQ uh um group, and like Pearl and like Rose Quartz, that's just like mega cuck.
Yeah.
Um,
And we should probably say though that we have absolutely no problems with the LGBTQ community.
oh,
However, when
for
I say this,
sure.
I'm speaking for myself and not on behalf of both of us.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people in the LGBTQ community that are just toxic.
Yeah. No, and I've met one. By met I mean they got angry at me because I accidentally called them a man. Twitch, I was wrong.
This was the
Very
time
wrong.
in like when you went to the fair, right?
Yeah, that's when I went to the fair. I mean, there are other times too, but the fair one just gets me every day. Like it really haunts my existence. So
The other
I'm gonna talk.
time.
You know, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that. You know what? Is it okay? All right. I know you've heard the story enough, but basically, this fucking in the fair, right? And over here in Miami, we have a fair, a youth fair, and it's really fun. I'm not gonna lie, everyone loves it. Like I don't think anybody hates it. Even people in a different county like it, right? So
Yeah.
I was. I really can't say this story with a straight face because I get so disappointed in the human race, and this guy he cuts me in line and I thought I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, my friend's saving my spot or some shit like that, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, sir. And they're like, did you just assume my gender? And I'm like, yes, I did. You appear to be a male. You have a big base of a chest. You have a deep voice. You have hair on your face. And it's like, that's rude to assume my gender. And then it was just like after that, the entire thing just went bonkers. Like
Like
he went
he looks like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but then
like yeah,
he
he's like
says that he looks like
yeah,
Marilyn
no, and then he's
Monroe.
like, why do you think I'm wearing pink or salmonella or freaking, you know, a dress and stuff? I'm like, you're not wearing a dress, and then he's like, it's like shut your mouth. I've never like met like a bigger diphead. Like on, it's like it's just I've never met with someone with the IQ point of like a freaking 12, right? Like, it's
Yeah,
just so stupid, and
yeah.
it's just
And I was scrolling through Instagram. I was with my cousin in a Skype call one
hmm
day, and she found like this Instagram post about fat acceptance or whatever,
hmm
and it's the fat acceptance thing. I get what it's trying to put out, how you should be accepting of your own body
body,
figure, but
yeah.
like when you're like half a ton and you're the only way you can move around is by using a little
A
scooter,
fucking scooter,
then
yeah.
there might be something wrong with you
Yeah,
because
and then you
you
have to
should
get that
use
checked out
your
because
feet. Yeah, like you have to like the only thing you can do with your life is sit on a couch and
damn
eat
scooter.
McChickens all
Yeah.
day. But like um we found this post and it was basically just like these five overweight women just
hmm
saying like accept yourself even when people say otherwise, aka their doctor. And like
Damn.
I know I sound like an asshole right now, but
Just straight up. Just straight up like their doctor. It's like, whoa.
like
Okay.
when your doctor has to tell you like when you're like I get it when you're like on the line of being overweight, so like it's fine.
hmm
But like when you're like in the red, like
Not even
type
in the
like
red, dude. Like you've been in the red since like you were in 13 for like 13 years now.
yeah, like when I know that people are gonna say like, I'm a little bit I'm overweight,
I'm a little
but it's
chubby.
like yeah, like a little chubbiness is fine, but like
Yeah.
when the only way you can when you move like something breaks, that's not okay. Like your body
Yeah,
should be
like
able to handle your own weight.
Asians have to enjoy still ground as well, but like damn, you really have to be out here like causing earthquakes and shit when you fart.
Like I imagine the people who support fat acceptance are the
Mhm.
ones in Walmart strolling around in the little Walmart stroller, like with their
Those
butt
people
like
are
hanging
annoying.
out on either side of the seat
hmm
and just like loading up on Cheerios. But like anyway, but yeah, that's my opinion on it.
No, and then there's some people who like think that like okay, I don't like those people, and the reason why isn't because like they're like oh appreciate your body. I get it, like you should appreciate the skin that you came in, right? And I don't hate people that are like freaking a million tons, right? I don't care, right? But if okay, this is primarily with women, and I
Hmm.
don't know. This is gonna be a fucking fucked up episode. People are gonna like hate us, but
Yeet.
but this is like mostly with women, where it's like if a fat guy and a skinny girl are dating, they start hating on the fat guy. It's like, oh, you're such a pervert and all that, right?
Hmm.
It's like you're abusing her kink to get you laid. It's like, okay, yeah, sure. But then when it's a girl, it's like, yes, you don't have to lose a pound, sweetie. Let's go! It's like, alright, hang on, hold on a second. You were just saying how the fat guy can't date the skinny girl because he's just her kink. But then when it's the
Yeah.
yeah, but then like when it's the freaking fat girl and a skinny guy, you're like, oh my god, it's true love. Like, what
Yeah,
what
like
sense?
women what they say that that uh they're trying to get equal, but like okay, so like when women are like I want this in a man and like I want a guy who's skinny, who's muscular, who has
Mhm.
amazing abs. And then when a guy is just like I want a girl who is
Not overweight or some shit like that.
skinny as well and not like
Yeah.
overweight or something, they're like you are a misogynistic pig and like you should go die. But like
Yeah. No, no,
that's
no. I know
basically the
exactly what
same
you're talking
thing.
about.
Yeah.
These fucking conversations are exactly what I strive for in a podcast. Anyways. No, but like it's so like it's so dominant with girls though. Like for guys, it's like yeah, we want a skinny girl. Like and some people like they're really greedy and like no, she has to have this and that. And those people are misogynistic to be honest with you. But it's the same thing
Yeah.
for girls. Just because you have vag doesn't mean that you're accepted by like all these hateful things. Like
Yeah,
there are
and
still female criminals out there just like them. It's like, oh, men are going to be rapists. Well, guess what? There are female rapists out there too. It's
yeah,
like,
there is women who touch little boys,
yeah.
and those are the ones that get arrested and are put onto the TV, and men are just like, man, I wish that was like when the teacher like had sex with the eighth grader. Yeah, have
Mhm.
you seen that story?
Yes, or was no, it
So
wasn't an
many
eighth grader.
men
Was it
got
an eighth
so
grader?
jealous. Yeah, it was an eighth
I thought it was a
grader,
high schooler.
and like, I am sure they were in middle school,
Oh, okay.
but all the men and all like the teenagers were just like, man, I wish that was me, because like the teacher was actually pretty attractive, and like
I would have
when
smashed
like
100%.
that boy just got lucky with his own teacher. Like props to him, but like that is a major crime.
It's a major crime, yeah, but damn.
Hog
Like chill on
champ
the
to
hand.
my boy
Yeah,
for getting
dude.
lucky.
Now we have to understand though, like maybe he didn't want it, and you know that. But like, if he did,
The smirk on his face showed that he wanted. Okay, what were we saying?
just imagine that kid though. If he, since now we know that he wanted it, unless he didn't want it. If he didn't want it, then yeah, okay, I see where there's a problem. If he
I
did
mean,
want it though,
it wasn't
imagine.
rape. It
Now
was it was
it was okay, but now imagine this. Imagine that like she had a kid, like a son or something like that, and that bullied him. I've seen this actually. Like I've heard like a talk show where this happened. This guy, this is also something that's legal though. This is a legal one. This guy, he found his bully's mom on Facebook. I think. Do you know where I'm going with this? This shit has like 14 million views. It's fucking awesome.
yeah, but yeah.
Look, fucking. Uh, he found his bully's mom on Facebook, and he was messaging her, and then he had sex with her. Funniest thing I'm ever gonna hear in my life. It was just
Top 10 best comebacks in anime history.
honestly, it
Like
really was. It
the
really
clapback.
was. It really was. Like
That's
instantly
like the top 10 karma moments. Like get played.
get played,
Like
and it was just
when
like,
you're
oh,
when you're bullying a little kid and he gets with your mom of all people,
he just has
that's
to
when you
accept that.
know.
No, yeah, like right then and there, that kid like knew he was gonna become. He not just over the bully, just like over the school in general. Just the bully, like oh my god, imagine just how
He is
much
the
pussy
top
you'll
dog
get.
now. Like the bully
Yeah,
can't even get to him now.
no,
He
like
has the
you
top
touched his
respect.
sensitive zone. It's like whoa there, buddy. I shouldn't have said it like that.
You touched. You touched his no-no zone.
He touched the no-no zone. No, but like the kid, like he texted his mom, took a picture, and then stopped talking to the mom in general. It's like, oh, basically, and I like how chill he was with the interviewer too. He was just, so yeah, basically, she's the mother of my bully, and I'm gonna go ahead, call my bully, right? Send him a picture of my dick in her mouth. The entire time when I was watching that was me just dying of laughter. I couldn't like go to school straight. Like it was like without having stomach pains. I think were you there when like I almost threw up in school because I was laughing so hard?
I don't believe so.
You don't believe
Because if
so?
I was, that would have been amazing.
Oh my god, buddy. I almost threw up in school. It was great. It was fantastic. And it wasn't just because of me drinking soda. No, 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 no. No, it was because this freaking video was top dog. Like, oh my god. It was just oh, it was so awesome. Just to watch the bully. And he since it's the bully too and it's his mom, he can't do anything about it. Like
Hmm.
like what's he supposed to do? Go up to the kid and be like, "Hey, you fucked my mom." Yeah. Like you might as well
That's so
call that guy
embarrassing to
dad.
say.
Yeah, no.
That's embarrassing to say. It's like you fucked my mom.
Not only that, but like you have to go up to him and like call him dad or something like that because like, at that point he is your father. You might as well call him your stepfather because ooh, does that sting?
Yeah, that does leave a mark
That
on
leaves
your
a
life.
mark.
Like
Just
more of
imagine
a
being on
mark
your
than getting
deathbed.
bullied. Because like fuck, if you get your mom to get fucked by the person you're bullying,
Hmm.
then like damn, the major.
That man's a legend right there. Nothing you can do about it.
Anyways, stop talking about little boys fucking moms and talk about something else.
So, you mean like little girls?
Uh, oh,
Bro, brother, I think we just found the topic of the video.
have I told you the story about how I almost got with an 11-year-old girl?
You please explain to me how you did that, and I'm really depressed at this fact. And I know you didn't do it, but like, God.
No, I didn't hook up with her, but like, just the, just like the string of text going to that, and it's just like, what am I supposed to say next? Okay, so I was over the summer. I was
Mhm.
talking to this girl I met on Instagram,
A couple,
and
a couple of girls.
no, no, sorry. Uh, 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 I was talking to this girl,
Hmm.
and we both liked art, so we were
Hmm.
just like chatting about that, and then we started like talking more because memes
Hmm.
and hentai,
Hmm.
and
As one would, as one
uh,
would.
yeah, as a true gentleman would, and we started talking more and more, and
Hmm.
she was just like, "Oh, um, do you want me to send you thigh pics?" And I was just like, "Excuse me?" And I was really confused.
At that moment, you were like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, no, but like, don't send me those, okay? And she sent them anyways, and I was just like,
Hmm.
oh. And a week later, we were having a conversation about like people in our schools that we've dated before,
Hmm.
and um, she brought up the fact that she had a crush on someone through Instagram, and I was just like, ooh, woo, who? And
She flat out said it.
turned out, yeah, she flat out said it, and I was just
Damn.
like, left her on red, head ass, and until because I was
We're the
trying to
most fucked
process
up people.
things, I was trying to process it because I didn't want to reply back and say something stupid, so I
Like,
tried to
oh, excuse me.
process it. Yeah,
You gotta say
yeah,
like,
and I
hit it with that. Excuse me for one moment, madam.
I'm like the stereotypical person who texts their friend before I say an answer to
Yeah.
someone asking them out.
Like, hold up real quick.
Yeah, just like, hold on, let me talk to my best friend about this. And like, um, I don't know, I was just like, that, I think that was the only time I got asked out by someone instead of me asking them out.
Them out, yeah.
And I was sad that that was the only time that that happened by an 11-year-old girl who lives in Puerto Rico.
Hold up, B. Really? It was international too?
Yeah, talk about long distance much.
Yeah, damn. That's whoa. That's woke
Want to
right
know the
there,
best
buddy.
part? Want to know the best part?
What's the best part?
She was lesbian.
You turned a lesbo hetero? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought I died there.
But yeah,
I'm sleep.
yeah.
That's like high card right there.
PogChamp.
No, it really is. It really is. And I know for girls it's the same thing. I, I remember having a conversation with one of the kids in my new school, right? And she's lesbian,
Mm.
right? And she actually told me, she goes, I turned lesbian because guys just don't know how to do it right. And then I made like a joke. I'm like, bet you if I did, you know, I bet you if I. That's how you know it's gonna be good. I said, bet you if I did, you'd be pleased to the maximum. And she goes, maybe. I'm like, whoa, okay. And she goes, yeah, but I remember one time a girl, a guy licked my pussy, and then and she said like it was a gay guy that licked her pussy, and she'll never forget what he told her. And
What?
he looked up, he looked up and said, I think I'm heterosexual now. She said that originally they were just buddies to do it, right? But then as soon as like he did it, he was like, I think I like pussy now. Just like I don't remember. I don't remember exactly her exact words. All I remember is the only words I remember her saying was she felt like a queen at that moment. Like she felt like she had the power of God or something. And honestly, I If that happened, in your case, I would feel like a champion too. Like,
One of my crowning moments.
what? Yeah, you're depressed about the fact, but hey, that's an achievement.
Put that on my resume. Turned an 11-year-old straight.
Turned an 11-year-old straight when I was 15. It was pretty good. It's like, yeah. It's like, hey, so what are you interested in? Oh, well, I'm interested in doing this, this, and that. It's like, oh. Do you do anything like special? It's like, oh, well, not referring to my skill of what I do, my talent, of course. But I have turned in a lesbian 11-year-old gay straight.
Scared straight.
Scared straight. Honestly, that's like a crowned moment, honestly. Like your family would be so proud of you, but like kind of confused as well. I'm cooking kelp because you can do that in this game, bro. Straight up
Oh, you
facts.
can?
Yeah,
Oh,
kelp can
neat.
yeet, bro. You know what we can do? We can eat kelp like in those amines
In the minimum maze.
and amines.
So have you watched any new animes recently?
No, because I haven't been recommended to any of them. I was gonna watch that
Oh,
Boruto one. I didn't really like Naruto by itself.
no, don't watch Boruto.
Why is it bad?
I've heard it's bad. Zach said it's bad. Um, well, you should have you watched yo, I just brain farted.
You
But
brain farted Max there.
there's some animes that I can recommend you to if
I would love to hear
you
it.
ever need a quick cry. Have you ever watched Your Lie in April?
Nope, because I don't want to get sad, bro. I do not sign.
Dude,
I
that is
don't
one of the
sign
best
waivers
animes
for a
in the
fields
market right
trip.
now.
Huh?
One of the best animes. Like you have, that's like the starter pack.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's Kill la Kill, Your Lie in April, and
I've seen
Attack
Kill
on
la Kill.
Titan. That's
I
like the
remember. I
starter
remember you
pack.
showed me. I don't really like Attack on Titan. I've seen a little bit of it. Don't really like it that much.
The first season is okay.
Yeah, it was okay,
I
and
like
then
the
it was
first
just.
season.
And then I just got confused. I'm like, wait the fuck a minute.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore.
All I remember. All I remember was Eren. It's like, okay, buddy, chill out.
Mikasa.
Pulls
And then
up
everyone's
to
fangirling over
Mikasa.
Levi and his face.
Yeah, and then how he could always clean. Like, okay, good job, kid.
I think Bakugo from My Hero Academia is like the Levi in Attack on Titan.
He is.
Like,
He, I know this is gonna sound like out of context, but it kind of isn't. So, okay, so I'm gonna name 3 anime characters, and I want you to guess who's the tallest and who's the shortest. All right? Levi, Vegeta, Midoriya.
Vegeta, Levi, Midoriya.
Yeah. So you know from least to greatest. Like, that's messed up. Well, it's not messed up, but like, God, like in your mind, you'd paint it the opposite. You'd think Vegeta would be the tallest, and then Levi, and then Midoriya, because like, age difference. Nope. And then I'm like, wait. Then I saw like their actual heights, and then I actually felt kind of proud of myself.
What's their
didn't.
actual heights?
Okay, so Midoriya is 156, or was it 166? I think 166. He's 5'6".
Mm-hmm.
Vegeta's like 5 foot, I think. Like he's exactly 5 foot. Levi is 5'2".
Whoa.
And
I didn't know Vegeta was that short.
no, he's short as fuck. I didn't think so either. Like he looks like a buff man.
Yeah.
You'd
God
think you
damn.
feel protected when you're around him, but then you realize, oh my god, he's almost the same height as Goku. So then you have to realize that like the god of like fighting is actually short.
All right, here's a better question. Who do you think will win?
One Punch Man.
I didn't even say Saitama. I was gonna say.
Were you gonna say him?
All right, I was gonna say All Might. I was gonna say Saitama, but when you said Saitama, it made me think of, okay, I gotta say someone else then. Okay, All Might before he got injured, or Goku?
God.
Because like All Might is like, he's like the Superman of
He
of
really
anime.
is. Yeah, no, because his punches change precipitation.
And like that's what the creator of My Hero Academia was trying to go for. She
Yeah, he
she
went
was
for
trying to go
Western
for
anime, so that's why he made him an American.
Western anime,
Yeah, or
Western
Western
comic.
comics. Yeah, and
But
then I
like,
didn't
who do you think will
realize
win?
this until he made him an actual American. I didn't. I thought like it was just a joke that he's like, haha, flag and all that, right? Nope, no, he's actually American.
Yeah.
So that's why it confused me. I'm
Um.
like, wait, so is that in Japan or is it in the United States in an alternate universe? And then I found out that he's just in Japan. He's just chilling.
Yeah.
He's got his nibbas in Paris. But I
Yeah.
ask what you're doing.
Exactly. I'm making holes.
I'm making holes, brother. What are you gonna fill these holes with?
Yo mama. But who do you think would win, Goku or All Might?
All Might.
All Might?
Actually, Goku because like he'd probably like fly into the air and just like throw that nibba to the sun.
Uh, All Might can do that too.
Can he?
I mean, he's strong.
Yeah, but I mean the strongest he's ever gotten was creating an explosion
I
from
mean, he
one
can he
punch.
can super jump.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like the
true.
same as flying.
So you think All Might would win?
I think it'd be an even match.
Now who would win? Saitama or All Might?
Saitama.
Saitama, you think?
Yeah, because we've seen the character's best, but we haven't really seen Saitama's best, and he has he's super strong when he's not even trying. He's not supposed to be count as like a strong hero. He is a joke character like in itself.
Yeah, what the heck is up with that too? Like, what? Like, why is he so buff? And then like, it's just he's a meme. He's an actual meme.
Yeah, like his whole character is that he's joking about how all anime characters are super buff and like strong, and it's destroyed, like it's done for. And like I don't think any like anime character can like step him up from that. Like one punch something.
Goku plug walks up to Saitama. So, heard you think you was better than me, fam. Yeah, brother.
Ultra instinct mode engage. You can't beat this. Oh yeah. Flicks finger destroyed.
Damn.
Ah, fuck. Do you have you watched the new My Hero Academia episode?
I did not watch it. I forgot today was Saturday.
I forgot to. I thought you were gonna go on. Dude,
We're gonna just start making random sounds for the rest of this podcast and be like, oh yeah, yeah, we knew what we were talking about,
shut up! I was
100%.
trying to think of something to say. I was trying to think of another topic.
107 reasons why breathing is racist.
135 reasons why using your freedom of speech is illegal.
We're the worst humans.
I mean, okay, like you know how like Tumblr has like all like the SJWs in it?
Mm-hmm.
Like
SJWs and
Tumblr is like
mirrors.
a leftist.
No,
Tumblr
no,
is
no.
like the
You
leftist.
forgot though. You forgot though. It's literally like it's got everybody on there for like no reason. You got people that hate SJWs. You got people who love SJWs. You got like all these. Tumblr is the Walmart of the internet. To be honest with you.
Tumblr is a leftist freaking like website that all people who cannot stand opinions go to fangirl over the newest Bakugo fan art. And
Like that, yeah, like that.
and 4chan is the exact opposite of Tumblr, where it's there is literally no
Was born with a
boundaries for
penis in my
whatever
brain.
people
Call
say.
that fucked in the mind. That's 4chan. That's 4chan.
4chan is literally the opposite of Tumblr, where anyone could say anything and no one would care.
You could say like the
Like,
most derogatory, racist thing in the world, and then they'd still be like, "Lemeo, fucking
Lamau,
great."
relatable, and
Yeah.
like, I just realized how many holes I made. Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
really hope you realize that this is where we were gonna build. Would you like some
Cool.
kelp?
Past the kelp. I feel pretty.
Kelp.
Alright, uh, the Fiender. Um,
Destiny 2, and why is it a very pay-to-win game?
it is.
It
It is
really,
very
to,
much.
to me, it isn't. I think every game has to have DLCs in order to keep its fan base alive, but
Okay,
remember,
but
go
they
ahead, go
should
ahead.
at least make the base game good.
It's not that bad. The base game isn't that bad. Tell me it is.
Um, no one played it
I played it.
until
I,
they
I
added all
grinded
the
out.
until they added all the DLCs.
I think even then I found more games on the base game than I found than I find games now, honestly. Oh,
They should
it's
make.
an underwater zombie.
Whoa, like hello there. Get out of my sight.
It's a big man's.
But they should at least make the base game like good to play without covering it with DLCs to make it actually viable. And not even because they put it out for free so that people can buy the Forsaken thing, which they probably haven't because new people are coming in, so they have to buy all three of the DLCs for $60 or
But
$20
I'm not gonna
each.
lie. I know where you're coming from, and I know exactly you're just you're stressed out because of it. It's like I really don't want to buy the game for $60. But you have to remember, you got the first base part of it for free, right?
Yeah, that's where
It's
the
fifty
that's where
dollars.
you should
The
get the
original,
DLCs from.
it's original. Originally, it's $50, right? Now you're getting the literal entire game again, plus more, right? For
Not
$60.
really.
Yeah, actually, no, they really did. I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing Destiny 2 since day one.
You're getting what they should have done for the base game.
But don't you think that they kind of needed to do that? Destiny 2,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
they
sit here and
needed to
lie and
add
say
more
that Destiny 2
content
wasn't dying.
because they seriously
And they
needed more
are.
content.
They're
The
actually
end game
adding more
thing.
content. Remember in Destiny 1, like if you didn't have the DLCs, you couldn't play the game. Aren't you glad that now you can at least play Crucible, like just
You
normal
get
Crucible
annihilated by a
matches?
bow every time.
You have
No,
a
I don't
bow.
feel good. The bow is shit.
Again, then why are you complaining about having a bow? About the bows?
Because they're overpowered. It's like a one shot, like charged up, like shot, and you're dead.
So you don't like Destiny 2 then, huh?
No, I do not like Destiny 2.
Don't lie to yourself. You know you kind of like it.
I don't like Destiny 2. The
You
only
really
reason
don't?
I played it is because because
It's not that bad of a game. It really isn't. A lot of people give it a bad rap for no reason. Like, it's just awesome to play. Like, no, like, honestly, I'll buy you the Forsaken DLC if you keep bitching about it. But, like, God.
you're gonna buy the DLC, both of the DLCs
All
and
three.
Forsaken.
$60, yeah.
Okay, but
The deal.
here's
Here's the
here's the
deal.
problem, Doctor. Um, I think this Destiny right here.
It's cancer.
I
Is that what
think
you're
they
gonna say?
should have done this for the original game instead of just ending it off and being like, you have this and nothing more. Like,
Okay, but I want you to think. What happened to Destiny 1? What happened in the base game?
I don't know. I didn't play Destiny.
You didn't play Destiny 1?
No.
Okay, so basically, this is what Bungie does, right? And they do this for most of the games. And I knew this would happen with Destiny 2 as well, because that's just how Bungie works, right? And the same thing that's happening right now happened exactly with Destiny 1. And what it is that they're making the story bigger, right? So Destiny 1, the original Destiny 1, like with all the DLCs and such. This is what the story was like, right? First, you're discovered, right? Your guardian's discovered. You create your character, he gets discovered by a ghost, right? The ghost then has to teach you how to be a guardian, right? And as you learn to be a guardian, and how, since you're a guardian, you have to guard the traveler with your life, and in return, every time you die, you get resurrected. Okay?
Mhm.
That's what happens. In Destiny 1 base game, that's all that happens. You go to fight the darkness. You kill the heart of it, but there's still more out there in the world that you have to find. And it's like that, right? That's the base game. That's literally the entire base game of Destiny 1. And everyone was unsatisfied because the story it didn't feel right. Then they released Crota's End. Crota's End basically told you the story of Crota in the Hive, right? After that came the Lord of Wolves, and that taught you about the Reef, because you learned about the Awoken in the base game. Well, you knew about them, but you didn't know anything about, right? Like, you know they're existing, but you don't really care, because, like, they're just useless. In Lord of Wolves, you actually learn about the Fallen, the Awoken, their Queen, the Prince, and all that, right? You learn about their backstory, and also the Prison of Elders, right?
Mhm.
That was the first year of Destiny 1, and people were unsatisfied with it. But then Destiny themselves had to go out and say that the whole reason why it felt empty was because it wasn't finished. They're just telling you the first chapter of the story, then they're going to go on to the next, right? And then they released Taken King. Do you know about Taken King or no? You didn't play
No.
Destiny. Okay. So Taken King basically is there on Saturn there is a dreadnought, and the dreadnought is it's a ship that's ran by the Taken, which are in Destiny 2. And their king is called Oryx, and he's the father of Crota, right? And because we killed Crota, he's coming to kill us.
Mhm.
Okay, sound good? So, are you with me now? You staying with me? You staying with me?
Yeah, yeah. Just shut up. Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. So since we killed Crota, he got upset and he was like, "I'm gonna kill the Traveler," and like he was super close to taking Light away from us, but he failed, and we got new ultimates, which for the Titan it was Hammer of Soul. For Hunters it was Night Stalker, and then for Warlock it was Arcstrider, right?
Mhm.
And then after that, they released another DLC, which was the Rise of Iron, which a lot of people didn't know about for some reason. I thought it was a good campaign, but the raid was kind of trash. But that's besides the point. Um, so what happened in there was you learned about the Siva virus and the Iron Banner, the Iron Lords, stuff like that. So in that DLC, you learn that Guardians aren't always gonna come back and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then after that, they said that they weren't gonna release any more DLCs and they were gonna make a new game. And at the time, everyone was satisfied with Destiny 2 because, like, you know, if you had all the DLCs, you knew the entire story, or so you thought. You thought you knew the entire story. And people forgot about the Cabal. So Destiny 2 was the resurrection of the Cabal, right? That's the base game. How the Cabal make a comeback and be like, yo, we're strong and powerful, and we're taking out your son.
Yeah.
So that was the base game, and people were like so super upset that it felt empty and lackluster that they released 2 fillers, and people were still unsatisfied, and they're like, guys, it's Destiny. These are fillers. And that's what the Forsaken is. It's literally tying into the entire story of Destiny. It feels like it's the new game. That it feels like you're paying for a new game because in essence you are paying for a new story completely. right?
Okay, but why would I need to buy 2 fillers just to get the real deal sometime
So that
later?
way you can understand what's happening. You understand why what was it? Why we haven't been to the reef, or like what else is happening out in the solar system that you're trying to help. Why why Rasputin no longer is on Earth? Why all this and that, right? Because a lot of people on the start of Destiny 1, they're like, "Oh, dude, Rasputin, he's on Earth and he's chilling in a war mind and all that." And people were like, "Oh yeah, mad facts." And then all of a sudden, there's no more Rasputin, and everyone's like, "Excuse me, what?" And then, yeah, and a lot of people in Destiny 2, I remember at the start of Destiny 2 at least, a lot of people were really confused on what was happening. I wasn't because I played Destiny 1, so it was like, so that's why it's $60 because it's giving you a new game. It's not telling you that that the first game is trash. Because if you got the first game, it might have went down to 50. Because I remember for the first month or two before I got the DLCs, it was 50, right? And then I got the DLCs, and then it was 40, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And so then I got, I got it. And
So you
honestly,
need to
I think it's great.
buy over $100 worth of game to get the full game.
Not even really. Okay, so I got Destiny 2 on a sale. For some reason there was a sale on the first day. I don't remember why. Or I think GameStop was just like, "Here, you want it?" And it's like, "Yeah." And I got it. But or not even GameStop. I got it digitally, but all right, whatever. That's besides the point. But I think it costed the entire Destiny series. Let's see. It was 30 for Taken King, and I got the other two DLCs. Both of them were $5 a piece, so that's 40. And Destiny 1 was like $30 when it first came out. So that's 80 plus another 80. It's $160, not 200, but yeah, I guess it is. Wow. I guess it is $100 worth of gameplay. Hmm. Could you not run in front of my face, you bum?
You call me a bum?
Ouchie. Anyways, yeah, I
Um,
guess it is $100. I didn't even realize it was $100. But I think
mm,
it's way worth it. Well, at least Destiny 2 is. I didn't think D1 was, but no, I think it's way worth it. And Destiny, the Forsaken thing is super fun. I have so much endgame content, and the reason why I think I like it so much is because of that new game mode, that new multiplayer game mode that you don't have access to. It's called Gambit.
mhm.
It's awesome in itself, honestly. Like I'd buy it for you
Will
because
there
it's just
be
it's just so fun.
any videos on it in the sooner future?
I don't know if I feel like it.
Oh, okay.
Bro, look, I'm swim, bro. I'm swim. Wait, what's it look like in third person? I don't know. Yo, I'm
Okay.
swim, fam. I'm swim, fam. Swim, fam. I'm swim. I'm swim.
Okay, anyways,
I'm
so
swim.
is there any other games that you do not like?
That I don't like.
Yes. Is there any games that you don't like?
Oh boy.
I don't
Fortnite.
like
No.
Fortnite. Here are the reasons why. Um,
Honestly, I don't even think I have a reason to hate Fortnite other than besides that I went mainstream. Honestly. Yeah,
okay.
I know.
Um, no, that's not the only reason I don't like Fortnite. The reason I don't like Fortnite is half of it is because of the community, and half of it is because of the the way they're managing their stores.
Yeah, they
Because
got rid of Paragon, and that was a fun game.
yeah,
Wait, did you play
um,
Paragon?
a little,
It was fun.
but like, um, the way they're managing like how like every week they're adding a new skin, and like when you don't have that skin, you're considered like
Garbage.
trash. like
Yeah.
when you start out and in Fortnite and like you see your friends and they all have like the skin because they got the battle pass,
Hmm.
like that gives you the idea of that, oh, in order to win, quote unquote, you have to have a skin, which is
Hmm.
not the case,
No, it's
but
not.
based on other people having skins, that must be the case. Like, and because and like Fortnite is basically spread all across all medias. Like you can't escape the grasp of Epic Games
Nah,
without
they have us
without
on
seeing
leashes now.
Fortnite in at least one ad. Like, and
Especially when it
this
came out on the
comes,
Switch. That there were so many ads.
yeah, and like I still can't believe that Nintendo went that low to get Fortnite on their freaking console.
Well,
But
remember,
anyways,
remember, Nintendo didn't really know that they were doing it until like way late into the progress of them. Because games don't really need
yeah,
to ask. Do they need to ask the companies really?
I think yeah, they need to get a
They
patent
need to get
to get it
yeah,
on.
that's right. They need to
They
get
need to get it
approval.
on their console.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, because you can't just get like a fucking sex game on Nintendo Switch, but
Dude, I
like,
wish. Dude, you wouldn't see me getting off my Nintendo Switch at that point.
imagine Honey Pot
Yes, I'm
on the
18.
freaking Nintendo Switch.
Dude, honestly,
Um,
fire gameplay. Fire gameplay, bro.
yeah, but like, anyways,
That gives a hell of a clicks.
I forgot what I was saying because you
You're
fucking
saying,
distracted me.
yeah, I'm sorry. You were talking about Fortnite and how they had to get permission to Nintendo.
Um, oh yeah, because like when they added it to Nintendo and like those ads started spreading everywhere, like it's like that's like my interpretation of like how Fortnite is the Overwatch of 2018 and how like everyone is playing it and it's mainstream and it's so popular, but like I think I see now that it's starting
Die.
to not be popular because Overwatch was like the
It was the
top
shit.
tier game
It was the
for
shit. There's nothing else you can explain
yeah,
to it. It was
it
the
was the
shit.
top tier game for for
2016,
team
2017. For
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 yeah for
team like hero shooters.
yeah hero shooters and like it it cultivated the genre and
Hmm.
like there was other games that came out because of that game and like I see now that Fortnite is doing the same thing with like with Treyarch with Black Ops 4 Blackout and like
Hmm.
Paladins but like
No, but I think
um
Paladins didn't Paladins go into they went in, Paladins and what was it called? Battleborn. Both of them started progress before
they were
before
good
Overwatch was
games
announced.
they were
Yep.
good games
No, yeah,
before even
Battleborn was
the battle
fun.
pass.
I love playing Battleborn. That got confirmed back in like 20 what 12?
Yeah, but like the only reason I think the only reason it went down was because of Overwatch's dominating market
Yeah, and everyone
and
thought it
like
was a
how
copy. No, it was in reality it wasn't
yeah.
even a
Even though
MOBA.
it came out
It
before
wasn't even
it.
a hero shooter. It was a MOBA. And everyone was like,
Yeah.
"What?"
And yeah, and like I think now Fortnite is now seeing like its dark ages because of better games coming out for that genre. Like Black Ops 4 Blackout. That from
That
what I've
actually looks
seen from
fun.
like the beta, it seems fun. Like I think now they're getting because from the you know how the battle pass they always have a theme.
Hmm.
Like
They're running
last
out of
battle
ideas.
pass,
They're running out of
yeah,
ideas.
they're running out of ideas because they did time last time they did space and like what else can you do from there? Like alternate dimensions, but even then that
They
still
already
goes
did
with
that.
time.
Time, yeah.
Yeah,
No, they can't do anything
like
really.
they
Pretty
they
soon they're
did
gonna have to like start like basing it off of their own memes in the office. It's like, haha, look at this,
yeah
Gerald's
like
pug.
freaking like zombie invasion. I think that's like the only thing that can go off of. But even then, that's still like the base game because that's like what Fortnite was supposed to be, a zombie tower defense type thing.
And I think I told you that I grinded out on Fortnite like the original when it actually first came out, and a lot of people didn't know about Fortnite at the time. But I was like, dude,
Yeah,
I'm going
it was
off.
not a mainstream type game. It was
But it
like
was awesome.
yeah, I mean, but still, it had like um issues,
Hmm.
and
It
like
did.
the only reason it got popular was because PUBG was a thing,
And
and
they were
I'm
like,
not
you know
saying that
what?
PUBG
Yeah,
is good or bad, but like it was a thing,
it
and
was a
everyone
thing.
was
It was a
playing it.
huge thing.
Yeah, and like
And
everyone was
it's
playing it.
sad to say this though, but like PUBG was like it kicked off the battle royale thing first of all.
Yeah, obviously, and
Because
like
when like
no, no,
when
no,
Fortnite
it was
first came
Minecraft
out,
Hunger Games, and we all know it.
yeah,
And
okay, yeah, all right, touche, touche, touche. But I'm talking about for like consoles too. Even then,
yeah,
for consoles and for gaming, better or worse, people didn't play Minecraft Hunger Games because they saw it as a kids game,
hmm
right? And yeah,
and they played H1Z1 instead, which in turn,
was H1Z1 at the start, like the beta was garbage. It was straight up garbage. No one liked it. No one played it
yeah,
because it
um,
was just so glitchy. The crafting that they
hmm
had was next thing to god awful. And when I
yeah,
saw it and I saw like how better it was doing, I was like, dude, this game's gonna be awesome because like I actually thought that they fixed everything, but they didn't. Or they fixed it, yeah, but they got rid of it instead. They didn't just fix it; they just ruined it. And that got me upset, honestly.
and that's the reason why games are failing nowadays. They try to fix things that don't need to be fixed, and they just mess it up altogether, like they did with Overwatch, and like
Hmm.
how they were trying to regulate their heroes. But even then, like some of them are
It's just so
still
stupid,
OP, and
yeah.
some of them are just straight
Still
up
underpowered,
garbage.
yeah.
And like new heroes are coming out like every few months, and even
Hmm.
then, those like become overpowered and
They
like
become overpowered
unbeatable at
and
the start.
boring.
Yeah, like at the start, and then like they
Yeah.
try to fix it by hitting them with the Nerf hammer, and then like
Or the
they
buff or
practice.
something like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
a Nerf or a buff, and then or like a rework of a character like Mercy and Symmetra, and they're just
utter garbage
like
now.
yeah, like it's stuff like that that really ruins like popular mainstream games because they get too popular for their own good.
Hmm. And then I'm glad to say this though. I think the one game that actually pulls off handling the community and like everything that they're doing, like the progress of games and such like that. And I think a lot of people now can agree with me. Now they can because it's Rainbow, obviously,
Yeah,
and
because Rainbow had the comeback of a century in like
a huge
gaming.
comeback too. I didn't know Rainbow existed until Perez told me, and that when he told me that, I was just like, whoa, okay, this game is kind of
Because
cool.
Rainbow is very inspired by like
Mhm.
military type stuff, and
Yeah,
like
Terrace.
the
Yeah.
gameplay in it is very, very cut and dry, like
It's
military,
tactical.
yeah, like tactical
But then
practices.
again, you have to remember though, it's not just tactical. It's also like very. It takes pride in what they're doing. Like honestly, because they're
Yeah,
over there.
it takes a lot of research for every character and every operator they come up with. Like,
No, and then yeah, and then you look at them and it's like it's 100% possible that those characters could exist. There's probably someone or one of the operators are probably based off of a person in the real world because there's so much history to them and their teams and stuff
mhm.
like that. Like they get down and dirty gritty with it too. It's like
Yeah. Like, like I think Vigil is the one with like which one has the darkest lore? I think it's Vigil with
Vigil.
the one with the mask, yeah.
Hmm.
And like uh I don't know like the major key points of his lore, but I there was something about I think Zach told me this once, but he said s- uh, like like someone died in his family. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. He watched his mother he watched his mother and someone else die. I think it's
Sheesh.
brother. Yeah. No, because his mother got okay. So he's basically a runaway from Korea, North Korea,
Mhm.
or was it South Korea? I forgot. I think it's North Korea,
I think it's
and
no.
he's a runaway, and his mother, like she was trying to go with them, but
Mhm.
she was sick and she was like coughing, and then his father was afraid that she'd give away their position, so they literally like dumped her off in a jungle and then drove off. And
What?
something with his brother. I think his brother committed suicide or something like that. But
Wow.
yeah, no, Vigil. Like I like how, cause not there are a lot of characters in Rainbow that have deep history, but they're not edgy. Like then there's Vigil, and he's like edgelord maximum, right? But Rainbow's another one of
Yeah.
those games where you don't need to know the lore to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Who the f
It's not
I
like
know I'm not the only person that didn't know that Ash was the second in command of Rainbow. I didn't know that
I didn't know that either.
until
That's
like I
like
saw
that
that
meme.
until I saw Outbreak. I was like, what? And people were like, yeah, dude, you know this if you read the lore. I don't give a fuck about the lore. It's a gun game.
For real. It's not like you don't hear the inner lore of Balloon's tower defense.
Yeah, like what happened to the balloons? No one knows. No one cares. You're shooting them.
What, you don't know the deep history of the ninja monkey?
Yeah, dude. Like,
Faggot?
dude, he studied 14 years of samurai stuff. It's like, yeah, congrats on him. I don't care. I just need him to pop these things and make sure the bags of the balloons come off. You know, it's
Yeah.
like that, and then it's just so. The Rainbow is just it's such a good game, honestly. And
Yeah.
I've played it since Blood Orchid, the day of Blood Orchid, so I didn't really experience what people call the golden days. I remember I downloaded it the day before
Hmm.
um, Blood Orchid came to like the actual game. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't live. I didn't know about anything about Jaeger or Bandit losing an ACOG until the day I got it, and I told Matthew that I was playing Rainbow, and he goes, "Oh, huh." I'm having flashbacks of ACOGs. I'm like, I'm so confused because I never used the
Wait,
ACOG. Uh
look at this. Look at this.
huh. It was so confusing to me, and then I found out that I got it the day after Glory Days, and Matthew was like, "Sam, I'm sorry." And then like he would just like talk all about Jaeger and Bandit. I'm like, all right, there, buddy. Listen, okay, I don't care. It's just really, I'm here to play the game to shoot terrorists and other players.
Yeah. Um.
I'm in like a mushroom seance. Like, what the fuck? Add some red in the mix. Jesus Christ. Oh, never mind. Here's all the reds.
I'm just trying to get a recap of everything we've said, and we started off with
Steven
mom's
Universe,
fucking
LGBTQ.
boys,
Yeah.
and to talking about freaking Rainbow. Like
Rainbow Six Siege.
that's
As
like
gamers
that's
would.
like
As
like
gamers would. As gamers would. You know.
that's like searching through Wikipedia like 101. You just like you start at like praising God, and like you get to like cake farting. Like what?
Yeah, no. Have you actually? This is gonna be great. You just segue to our next conversation. Have you done that before? Like go into Wikipedia and then like click a bunch of different sources. It's like
Here's a better topic. Have you ever watched cake farting?
uh, I'm not gonna answer that question because it truly is disgusting of a kink.
It's not disgusting. It's unique.
Yeah,
Don't kink shame me. Oh
I'm not
shit.
kink shaming anybody.
I mean,
No,
I'm
damn.
not into that that. Anyways, yeah, like weird ass porn out there in the world. Like,
It really is.
have you ever just like gone to like the genre stuff in Pornhub and just scrolled through it like individually, like each and every one you clicked in and you watched like at least one video on it?
Yeah, what the fuck is up with
That's what
with
that's what I
funny?
did over
Like,
the
Jesus
summer, and
Christ.
that literally just made my day. Cause like, don't make fun of me. But, like, there's some very interesting stuff in there.
There's some interesting
No, here's a better
stuff.
question. Here's a
Like,
better question. Have you ever looked in the your recommended list? Okay,
how do they know
and
what I like? Like, I have it in private mode. They shouldn't be knowing that stuff.
algorithms. It's the YouTube of porn. And like, okay, and like, go to your recommended
Mhm.
and like not scroll, but go to the 30th page. That's where all the golden stuff is.
You're such a fucking weirdo.
I'm not a weirdo. I'm like having fun.
People do this when they're bored.
Yeah. And you can see all the shit posts of Pornhub, like literally Minecraft teabag porn. That's on the. I'm not confirming that's on the website, but I It may be on there. It may be.
Mm-hmm.
Stop arousing me. But you like the little ring I made around
Yeah, I do. I quite do. This is where we will perform our sacrifices and seances. I mean, what?
you? I mean, our
Quickly, get
this
the
is
gold
gonna be our
bars.
part. Hey, yo, one. Hey, yo, one. Hey. Fortnite, allié.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a conversation about Fortnite now, and
How long has this podcast been going on for?
I have no clue.
Check.
All right, I'll check. Man, I have to go to my YouTube channel.
I swear it's been like an hour already.
Has it?
Do, 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 do. If you're still listening to this podcast,
God
you're a nerd.
damn.
I mean, you're a cool dude. You deserve all the
Oh,
ladies.
Matthew is the only one that's been typing, and he typed at an hour ago. So just imagine. Oh yeah, he disliked it. That's faggot. No, we've been going on for 45 minutes. You want to end it here? You want to end it here? We can. Go play some
We can
Fortnite.
keep going. No.
You sure?
No. No, thank you. I don't have it installed.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You don't. I know. I have it. I did it. I just said it as a joke.
This is why you're not invited into the Fortnite downfall party.
Honestly though, like I keep going back to it like for jokes and also for the zombie apocalypse thing. But I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I go back to it for the zombie apocalypse thing. But still, like,
Okay, you play it for the base game or the battle royale?
base game.
Okay, good.
And then I go to battle royale for memes.
Alright, I don't I don't dislike Epic Games, but like
I dislike Fortnite.
I dislike Fortnite. I dislike Fortnite Battle Royale.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up for for that podcast. This is the first. This is gonna be episode 1 because the last one was a fuck of a mess. And yeah, this one we had like 4 different topics to talk about, and why Destiny 2 is like the greatest game of all time. And if anyone hates it, you fuck yourself. And yeah.
I'm gonna shove a fist up my ass.
All
Alright,
right, this has been your boy, the Tropic Umbreon. This is the Oasis podcast. Miguel, would you like to say goodbye?
see y'all later, niggers. Alright, bye.
I fucking